Prepare ship for light speed.
No, light speed is too slow.
Light speed too slow?
Yes, we're gonna have to go right to ludicrous speed.
Ludicrous speed? Sir, we've never gone that fast before. I don't know if the ship can take us.
What's the
Oh
matter,
my
Colonel
God.
Sanders?
It's so...
Chicken?
The lag. Hold on. All right. Let's go back to something the computer could probably handle.
Sanders, chicken?
Wow. This is terrible.
It's a trick. Get an X.
Make us a man. Create us a leaders. Be careful.
Wow. All right. So we were going to... All right. Oh, why are you trying to destroy... Okay. You're going to go back
What
to
kind of
something...
leader?
Wow, this is horrible.
Speed is too slow.
Light speed too slow?
Yes, we're gonna have...
Okay, we're not going to do the ludicrous speed meme because that was horrible. I apologize for butchering that. I had technical difficulties. It probably would have helped if I plugged my computer in. I'm just saying, if the computer needs power, and we need power, and that affects how fast we work and do different stuff and things. I don't know. Is any of this useful? We conjecture ahead.
Although this is going to be weird, and it's going to be about a different...
Title of the conference was something like Ground Truth or Turtles All the Way Down. And so it seems as though there's one Ruliad. I don't think it rules them all. And it might be just hyper-rulial turtles all the way down.
Yes, it's on the back of an infinite number of hyper-rulial turtles.
Various people are commenting on the outrage of hacking the universe on a MacBook Air.
Hey guys, what's going on? I can confirm that if I have food or something like that, I don't know. All I know is Professor Wolfram once in a while, when he was a younger Wolfram, he would say he has a memory of like a man sitting on top of a giant tortoise with a carrot or something like that, and the tortoise would go forward. Why? Because it wanted the carrot. It was a drive. It was a motivator. When I'm very hungry, I become hangry, and I might run a little bit faster. We all have our different motivations, but welcome everybody. I see that awesome one, Kotov. Hey, Whitechapel. What's going on, my man? All I know is everybody has something to contribute. That's my opinion. That's also what JDF said. May he be at peace. We all have a purpose in life, and you never know who you affect. And that's the beautiful thing about the internet. You literally have no idea who may come across it. I mean, a lot of folks won't care, and you know what? A lot of folks have their own things going on. But all I know is, with all this different stuff and things going on, I might be one of the luckiest sons of gun in the world. Because I've met a lot of really cool people, including yourselves. But what the heck is the point of this? And this was totally inspired by a Fraser Cain video. The links are in the doobly-doo. Talks about a lot of different space stuff. I actually came across him from, again, Professor Brian Keating. Shout out to Professor Keating. He had him on, and he's introduced me to a lot of really cool people. Okay, I checked the video. This one actually works. So
a little bit, when you get faster, it's a little bit better than the rocket equation, because your rocket equation, you're carrying all of your propellant and all of your energy on board. And this idea is you carry some propellant on board, but you're getting your energy from the surrounding media that you're flying through.
Oh.
So it's a bit of, I'll give you maybe an aerospace analog. If your listeners
so basically what I'm hearing is, right now to go into space and everything, thank you, gentlemen. Yes, it's interstellar travel without breaking physics with Andrew Higgins. So basically we're just using the physics that we know and stuff, and essentially things like this, it would become an engineering problem. It's like, okay, we've shown, we do the math says it can work. So what they were talking about is basically, normally we use like chemical-based rockets and stuff like that. You put a whole bunch of fuel, you ignite it, you get that thrust, and then we go into the atmosphere. Now, they go into a bunch of different things, like that gentleman like designed like one of the most powerful, like literally guns in the world there. Because why? They were thinking about firing stuff, I don't know, a couple kilometers. Basically, could we get around having to use all those chemical things? So what they were proposing there is, it's actually very interesting. Rather than delving into the whole, okay, we warp space-time, can we go potentially faster? That would be cool. Maybe the first step, I don't know. Ignition with fusion, cool. Nav point 1. We got out more power than we put in, technically. agreed upon it. The scientists agreed. They're like, all right, this will be what it is. Nav point alpha reached. To have a Mr. Fusion in like every household, that's like a nav point zeta. We've got a ways to go. Some nav points are closer than others, I claim. But so I saw that, and at one point they go into it's like, well, once you get going, okay, maybe use those chemical things to kind of start going, but then you can literally start using some of the electromagnetism from some of these cosmic and solar winds and everything, because there's charged particles. If you can have an opposite charge, you can actually get some propulsion and stuff going. I think that's pretty neat, because at that point, we're literally harnessing the power cosmic. I think that's a pretty cool thing. But they were talking about this. It's like, all right, once you get going, you start using these winds, and then you're using something else. So basically, if you jettison the propellant, once you hit a certain speed, I don't know, like 3/10 or like 1/10 the speed of light, technically, the magnitude is a lot greater. So rather than just like one of those toy rockets that's kind of going off, it was of the magnitude. And again, I haven't done this calculation. I probably should, but it was something like, I don't know, like a water bottle is this basically like setting off a large explosive device. So that means basically that little rocket engine that shot that little rocket maybe 100 something feet in the air. If you're going like a tenth the speed of the light, and you actually have that directed the right way, that might actually provide as much thrust as, I don't know, maybe a full like Starship worth of fuel. I'm just saying that would be pretty awesome. I have no idea if that's true, but that's the general mimetic that I took away. Magnitudes may vary. But when I saw that, all of a sudden it's like, well, you actually can start going faster. The guy was talking about gliders, and you're doing these different things. You're soaring around in canyons. It's like, there ain't no motor on this thing. And you get up to like 900 kilometers an hour? What? That's like 600, I don't know, like 560, 570 miles per hour for a non-motor glider. Because basically, what are you using? All right, you're using the wind currents. You're dipping in between them, and then your gravity kind of pulling you down and stuff. So you get the force. It reminded me of like Super Mario World, where you have the cape. And once you get going there, you can fly, but once you start going, you go down and you pull up. If you do it at the right time, you literally can gain altitude and basically go the whole level, more or less. I always wondered, I'm like, this can't be correct physics. Maybe it is. I don't know. I like gaming. That's all I'm saying. But hey, I believe in us because we can. And it'll be really cool, Kodov. But so I all of a sudden, just for in my mind, a particular video from like a year or so ago came into mind. It was a Veritasium video, link in the doobly-doo. So
this propeller craft was built to settle a physics debate, because what its creators claim it can do is so counterintuitive that it seems to violate the law of conservation of energy. So I've come here to drive it myself and see if it...
So basically they go into it. Basically you figure it's like, okay, we're going to use wind. We use a sail or something like that. But the way they have it is...
So sailboats can't just go downwind faster than the wind.
Not straight downwind. Not direct downwind.
Wind picks up, it pushes till its speed exactly matches the wind.
All right, we want you to check it out. It's totally worth watching because it is really interesting, and it seemed to actually work. So the whole gist of it is like, once you get going to a certain speed, you got the wind kind of turning the propellers and stuff. Once you hit that particular speed, that's actually driving the wheels on it. So you got your gravity, you got your friction, you get your wheels turning. But once you get to a certain point, it's basically hooked up to the blades too. So like that initial momentum, once you pass a certain threshold, it's like, could you go faster than the wind that's actually blowing you? And apparently maybe it was, you could say that maybe the wind slowed down. But once you hit that speed, you've also still got the propellers turning. And if the wheels keep going around and around and they keep turning, can you just keep accelerating? I think that's pretty neat. But as far as any of the stuff goes with other things, hold on, we go over to our friend over here. We go to a Wolfram Alpha, because how fast could we go? Because Kodab had brought this up. All right. Technically, I'm going to say there might be some minor alterations to this, but this is a pretty good assessment to probably like 7 significant digits. Planck length divided by Planck time. What's that? Oh, it's the speed of light. That's 1c there. It's like 29,980 kilometers per second. That is frickin' fast. But as you can see, it depends upon the medium it's going in. That's what we technically considered a vacuum. But yes, using rocket exhaust equations and stuff. Okay. Now, my thing is, I'm like, okay, well, actually, what you brought up too is speed of entanglement. Maybe it was the speed of information propagation. Speed of, forget how it's classified. Formation. Yeah, I saw one parameter, and it was on Wolfram Alpha, so I'm like, this stuff has been curated. It was totally faster than the speed of light. Hold on. Mathematical definition. Vector algebra. Well, that's important. Let's go to formula. Okay, I'm not going to find it here. All I know is it seemed to be several magnitudes faster than the speed of light, and I just found that interesting. Maybe we just do speed. Speed velocity. We'll see. But oh my god. Okay. What's that? The lower limit on the speed of quantum information. 1.6 times 10 to the 13. To the 13. Speed of light is 10 to the 8th. I just found this fascinating. And I'm like, okay. Huh. I'm just saying, as far as search, there's a reason why I think a lot of those big companies use Wolfram Alpha for these different things. Because, well, I mean, you could just open up to the internet. And you can get a lot of good information on the internet. You also find a lot of dumpster fires real quick on the internet. I'm just saying, but again, what does any of this have to do with any potential things? And again, the following, as much as I may like Jeremy, the views of the alien scientists are that of his alone. I love when he gets into the sciencey stuff, technical hypothesizing and stuff. That's one reason I had Mike on. He was a pretty cool dude. He knows a lot of engineering stuff. But we're just going to focus on that. So what's going on, Jeremy?
Lamb waves.
Oh.
Pump these wave modes. They have some really interesting properties and abilities, but this whole idea of this craft being, the hull itself being like a musical symbol where the thing vibrates itself, the amount of the way that you could lay wave modes on top of a material which is both, you know, vibrating mechanically and also atomically through trapped light.
Different
there
scales.
Might be some.
Huh. Well, thank you, sir. Now, all I'm saying is, covered a lot of stuff. We've started to cover harmonics and the fifth harmonic not all that long ago, and apparently we can create all the other different harmonics from that. Might there be something going on? Might we live in a perfect universe? Well, I got to take the fifth on that one. So, hey, peace out, everybody. Be safe. And no matter what happens, take care of yourselves. The new year's coming. And I've heard from some pretty cool people that 2023 is the year to see. Peace out, everybody.
Have you guys checked out the Memes of Destruction's channel? He's an interesting dude.